Hello, everyone. So, my part of the presentation will start from the after the procurement of green beans. So, the third option for the company was the backward integration. What were the challenges, how it was supposed to be done, and what the company was actually doing are what we will be discussing here. So, here, as my previous group members have clearly mentioned that how the coffee supply chain was working. So, now let me just take you to the backward integration. When we will go for the backward integration, we will be able to eliminate the mentioned two stages which involve multiple processes. But when we are entering a huge market with more than 1 billion people, it is mandatory and not advised to go for backward integration while you can use that budget for some other works, for the marketing stuff, or in order to develop the existing market. Because you're setting up your new business in that market, and without even going for the correct potential, without even identifying your existing potential in the market, it is not advised to go for the backward integration. This is what from us. So for that, just to support that, we will be canceling this backward integration option for the Nescafe. And now, let me take you to the vendor selection criteria. When I'll take you to the vendor selection criteria, you can clearly see that there is this table at the top, which says role playing and SC leads levels to achieve CSV. What is role playing? What is SC? SC means supply chain. Role playing is that these are the supply chain's main actions which are being done, and this is from the case. Obviously, there are a number of more processes as well. There are 32 processes only in the farming side. So the cultivation, harvesting, coffee bean treatment, storing, cleaning, and weighing them, roasting them, cooling them, blending them again, packaging, distribution, consumption. It involves several more steps, probably 100 more steps. But these are just the highlights. We will match each one of them with the plans so that we can make a better decision, because you now have the exact idea of what are the options and how we have conveyed them and how we have compared them with the available supply chain model. Now let's talk about the farmer sustainability. If we go for farmer sustainability, we will have to play a role straight away from the cultivation side, because at that stage we will be training farmers. We will be supporting them with seeds. We will be doing a lot of activities in training them in for their betterment, for the for everything. There'll be a lot of interest for us in that area. After that, if we talk about green bean certified procurement, we can clearly see that the second option with green bean procurement will allow us to go with the least involvement in the procurement process at the supply chain levels. Why? Because we are already procuring a green bean which is being procured through sustainable sources. The certification which they have discussed in the case guarantees that these beans have been procured through sustainable sources. But let's talk about the third one, which is backward integration. If we go for backward integration, that is probably the worst idea right now for a 1 billion plus population, because if we are planning to focus all of our interest in backward integration, then obviously we need to rethink the model because when we talk about Nescafe, we need instant coffee. We don't need farming, right? First, let's introduce the coffee. Then, in order to minimize the gaps, let's start developing the supply chain, which is the procurement, right? So we would like to go with the second option here. We would suggest the company to take the second option because this is the best option at this point of time, and this will allow them to focus more on other CSV elements. Okay. Because shared value is not only important at farmers level, it's important at a procurement level, it's important at customers level, it's important at the employee level. So we will be able to focus on the other three elements, and this one will be taken care of at the own by fair traded coffees, right? Now this raises a question. We have finalized that we will be in an agreement with green bean certified procurement, but what will be the terms of the contract. For that, we have developed a contract for you guys. Let me share it with you. You can see this contract here. In this contract, we have assumed a vendor X, which is responsible for the supplementation of stock of coffee. This contract has 9 clauses, 9 key clauses. First one is objective, like what will be the objective of this contract, and after that we have the scope of work. In scope of work, we'll mention the type, quality, quantity, packaging, delivery schedule, and everything related to the procurement. Then the third clause will be about the payments and pricing, because obviously if we are getting into an agreement, we need to finalize the price and payment methods. The fourth point will be quality assurance and inspection, because anything that we are procuring needs to go through proper quality checks. I'll take you guys to the second slide, in which Mr. Hamza has clearly explained those 3 elements, right? If you remember those gears, okay, so in order to keep them, we need to focus more on the quality. After that, there's terms of termination, then there's confidentiality, governing laws and dispute resolution, and at the 8th we have the entire agreement scope. 9th will be amendments, like whenever there are amendments, how can they be done? Okay, now I'll take you guys back to the conclusion, where I will be telling you what we have concluded and how we have concluded it. We would like to go for the procurement of green beans from the fair trade certified vendors. This will help us to achieve our CSV. Doing so, company will more likely to have extra focus on the development of local market instead of backward integration. A contract has been designed and shown to you guys, and this has been designed to be on a win-win situation for both vendor X and for the green bean procurement by the company. That's it from all of us. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. I wish you best of luck, and that's it from our side. Bye.